What's going on, man? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the industry's most wanted podcast. Hey. I got my girl, my boo, my sis. Shout out DJ Squirt. You know what I'm saying? You better splash on them, boo.
What's up? You already know.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? This is my boo right here. Introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is DJ Squirt, original VP of the Nerve DJs right here in ATL. What's poppin'?
Yes, most definitely. Listen, it was a pleasure to have you here always. We always have a good time together. We just had a whole great conversation before we even started this. So, but we're going to just jump into it like this. Who is DJ Squirt?
I'm a little bit of everything, Tampa. You know that. All over the place. Just everywhere, right? Well, I am an entrepreneur. I call myself, I want to be a great philanthropist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a goal I'm working towards. I make girls like y'all. And let me stop looking at people. And I am a DJ. I am a businesswoman. I'm a boss.
Yes.
I think that's enough.
Absolutely. She all that. So let's break it down and talk about everything you got going on. You're originally from Ohio.
I am from Cleveland, Ohio, baby.
Yes. And I think that's why we resonate because, you know, I got family from Cleveland. My dad was born in Cleveland and I got family from out there. And, you know, we might be long distance cousins. You never know.
Okay. I do got a little light skinned it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
We're related somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? So take us back to when you first started your music journey, because I think a lot of people don't know that you were MC Squirt before DJ Squirt. You were such a dope artist. Talk to us about how that started.
Hey, now I started at about 14 years old. Talent shows in the school, music programs. They don't have that stuff no more. You know what I'm saying? The music program, I branched off where I met my brother, DJ Johnny O. Did talent shows there, and I ended up being on the first compilation album out of Ohio. OH10, baby.
Nice. That's really dope. So what made you decide that, you know, music was a thing for you?
Music was my refuge.
Yeah.
I was in a group home, foster home, and music kept me from feeling bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It made you feel good.
Yeah.
It's an outlet. And I hear that from a lot of artists, you know, that come through here, and I ask them, you know, how they got started doing music. Maybe their upbringing wasn't that great or their family life wasn't that great. So, you know, their outlet to vent was through music. How long did you pursue it as an artist?
Ooh, okay. So 14 till about 19.
Okay.
So I made it all the way to LA. Had $1 million deal. And they wanted me to set it out. Like, what? Do what? I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I said no, they sent me home and they hurt me. Upset me. So that's kind of who I am today. I want to be able to school any foster home, detention home, troubled youth that's trying to make something of themselves to inspire them to be great.
Absolutely. Most definitely, because a lot of our youth is lost, and I don't fault them. It comes a lot from their upbringing. You know, their parents are not involved as they should be. And I'm a big advocate of that. I was a single mom and I was so involved in my son's life. Like, I put my everything on hold to make sure he was good. And once he was good and moved out of the house and he went to the military, then I really pursued what I wanted to do. But I put everything on hold just to make sure he was good. And a lot of parents don't do that. They're not involved enough in their kid's life and they go astray. So that's good that, you know, you are involved, you know, you had the school up there. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you're pursuing to do here in the Atlanta area as well. When did you start DJing?
Wow. So I started the school, right? I got to tell this story. Well, I did the same thing you did. I put all this off to raise my child. I didn't want her to be in this world stumbling. I wanted her to give the best experience that I could give her to be able to take care of herself.
Yeah.
And she fire. You think I'm fire? She fire. Love my baby. So I started the school. I said, I want to do this because I knew how it was as a youth, a troubled youth with no guidance, no people, no nothing, and how music helped me. And I wanted to help other kids. So I started the school. I reached out to programs, had it all set up and running. It was doing great. Well, this young boy, he said, why you call yourself DJ Squirt? You know, we know disc jockeys.
Yeah.
Because they run the radio, right? He said, you ain't no DJ. You ain't even got no turntable. Oh, my God. No, he didn't challenge me.
Be like, shoo, you just challenged me. I'm about to go do this.
I did it. So that's how I did it.
That's how you became DJ Squirt. So let's talk about that. Before DJ Squirt, you were MC Squirt.
Yes.
Where did the squirt part come in, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, being in the group home, I was a fighter, and I wasn't but about 4 feet tall.
Oh, you was a little squirt?
Oh, I could fight, girl. Yes, I still can fight. Don't get it twisted. Don't let this big booty fool you. I will fight you.
So that's where it came from? You was a little squirt?
Yes, I was small and feisty. You know, back then, it was like they called the kids shorty now.
Yeah.
That was just a nickname for like a rambunctious child.
Yeah.
If you Google that, you'll find that
absolutely
definition of rambunctious child.
Right. They back in the day they called them rascals, hence the show Little Rascals, and
or like a Dennis the Menace.
Or Dennis the Menace, or a little squirt or whatever. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, you and I are in the same age bracket, so we understand that. You know what I'm saying? Some of these youngins might not get that.
However, they want to take that. You know what I'm saying? Splash on them.
Splash on them. Facts. Big facts, man.
Yes.
So how long were you running your school in Ohio? And I know you moved here to help your dad out. But how long did you have your school in Ohio?
Oh, wow. I had it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And it really started to blossom after a couple of years. So it was hard to actually move, but I did my homework and I thought about it.
Yeah.
I would not want to be successful in Ohio and something happened to my father here. How could I ever be successful?
Yeah. So
I made the decision to pack it up and move here. And now everything's going well.
Yeah.
So it's time to get it back, get it back to moving.
Absolutely. Most definitely. And the thing about life is, with our families, we got to always make sure our family's good. Family's always first before anything, period. Hence, like we said, we made sure that we raised our kids and we took care of them. And then, you had a similar situation. You moved here because of your dad, and I had to take some time off when my mom passed and my dad had his surgery. And that's always going to be first because they're irreplaceable.
Yes.
Businesses can come and go, and we can start up another one and another one and another one, but we can't get another family.
Exactly.
There's only one of them. So I respected that you came here. How's that transition been for you, moving from Ohio down here to ATL?
Well, first of all, I want to say the language here is very different.
Atlanta.
If they could just finish the words all the way, I
Atlanta.
know what they were saying. Like, I seen a post that said "shein" means she ain't, or like,
yeah.
I'm glad for the guide.
And I think a lot of it's just it's that Southern thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Florida's kind of like that too. Sometimes you talk to people from Florida and you don't even understand what they're saying because they don't finish all their words.
It's like, what you say? Oh my God! My first year, I would just go.
I had to figure it out.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what they're saying. They could have called me on my name. Thank you. I didn't know.
So are you enjoying it here business-wise?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta. I do. I love it. It's growing fast. And I know that when the doors open, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So let's talk about, some of the things that you have done since you've been here. You got the splash tour going on. That's one of the main things that we want to talk about. And then we're going to talk about some other stuff that you have in your future that you want to do, like starting another school here. Yes. Let's talk about the splash tour. Where did you come up with the idea for the splash tour?
Okay, so I know I'm working towards the goal of opening a school, but in incorporating that and to educate the youth or the entertainers that are trying to start out, the independent artists, the underground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to give them a platform where they can act not just the guidance and words or teachings, but the experience.
Absolutely.
Performing, getting insight from real people that are in this industry that have an effect on where they can go.
Right.
Learn this game so that they can take care of themselves and not be bamboozled by the bull, because the sharks are out here for the ones who don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. You are absolutely right. Especially when you're young coming into this business, there's people who's been doing it for a while. There is a lot of shady people out here who will sell you a dream and swear that they can take you straight to the top, and they'll take all kinds of money from you, and then you never hear from them again. You send them that cash app and they gone in the wind. So it's like, you and I are both mothers, right? And we're both women. We're nurturing. So it's like we want to wrap our arms around these young artists and make sure that they're good. They got to understand the business.
Exactly.
We can't help everybody. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them don't want to be helped.
A lot of them don't want to be helped. You can tell them this, that, and the third, but they still do their own thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of life. So, so you're looking at potentially starting a school here as well. Talk to us about that.
Well, the school is definitely going to be designed to give you the experience, and there's going to be 3 course classes that the children take.
Yeah.
Once they complete those courses, they'll be able to work in the facility, meaning the radio station, the engineering, the studio, the TV set, everything, and then be an inspiration to the youth behind them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Everyone, each one teach one.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's so dope. You know, the thing about this music business is there's not a school for it. The fundamentals of this music business, we can't learn it at any college. You can learn, you know, business and, you know, go to school for business management and stuff like that, but it don't really teach you the ins and outs of this music business.
Nope.
So, you know, we rely on YouTube, Google, our OGs, stuff like that. But still, it would be nice if there was actually a school that people could attend to learn the ins and outs of the business.
And that's why the Splash Tour, I began that, because there's nothing that can teach you about meeting the right person.
Nah, for real.
There's nothing that can teach you that. It's an experience that can change your life.
Yeah.
And it's not always the main media people that are already in mainstream that are going to teach you that.
Right.
It's the ones behind the scenes that have put them in that place.
Absolutely.
Got to see them busybodies behind the stage, and that's who you need to know.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. You know, the thing, let's put this out there for the independent artists that either are watching this or may watch it later on, right? When you go to any venue, whether you're performing or you're there just to check it out, one of the things that you need to do is you got to work that room. You got to move around that room and introduce yourself to as many people as possible, especially if you're performing that night, because you're going to have a better chance of them paying attention to you when you perform, because they'll be like, oh, yeah, bro came over and introduced himself to me. He was real cool. If you go in there and you sit up in the corner all night until it's your time to perform, it's like you're wasting your time. You got to network.
It's like we see you but don't understand you.
Right.
Don't even have a vibe of you. And now you want us to clap for you.
Exactly. Right.
People with that behavior, our heads are already too big. They don't need mainstream. Your head too damn big for mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Ain't no room for you.
Shout out to Bigger. He always says, if you're an artist and you're here and you don't support other artists when they're on stage, when you get on stage, we're going to go stand outside.
We're going to let you stand on the stage by your damn self.
We're going to go outside until you get done. You know,
ain't even going to clap.
Right. You got to support people, and because you never know who is in that building that could potentially help your career. It could be the person that looks like they're doing nothing that could be doing the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I've experienced that. I've met some people that look like they were just an average Joe, but they are like powerful.
Those are the ones that was running the whole thing.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Absolutely. So you've been to a few cities. Talk to us about the cities that you've touched already with the Splash Tour.
So we started off in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Then we hit Atlanta.
Yes.
We had a 12-city tour. We started off as a 12-city tour. Unfortunately, inflation had changed the game.
Honey, gas prices, everything is through the roof.
We did Killeen, Texas, and Lord, I said, I ain't got no money.
Nah, for real. It's very expensive to travel right now.
It was too much. So I tapped into my buddy, T.Y. Sanders, at Rare Sound Studios, which is K-Can's facilities right here in Atlanta. He said, baby, you know I love you. You could do it right here. So we're going to be in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You got to come to Atlanta.
Well, I mean, I think that's good, too, because honestly, every artist wants to tap into the Atlanta market anyway, because, you know, it's for the artists that live here, great. It's in their neighborhood. It's in their backyard, per se. For the artists who are not, that's great, too, because every artist wants to experience being able to not only come to Atlanta, but being able to perform out here as well.
Yes, this is the place. You can take bubble gum on the corner.
Not for real.
Get your marketing together and stand out there and make enough. You can make more money than a person in a corporate job for that day.
Yes.
You can do that.
Absolutely. So I attended the one most recently in June, and it was such a dope vibe. You know, there was some great talent there. Shout out to Savion. He was the one that won.
Savion. He was on my there he is. He said Goated Tour, Ghosted Team. Hey, boo.
Shout out to Savion. He stole the show. Like, he really did his thing. And in fact, Squirt and I had a conversation about you before we came on here. I just thought it was dope that, you know, you actually, you know, I told you we told you need to get a clean version. Boom. He made it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. One thing about bigger rank, and I asked him when I first started working with him, I said, what is it about artists that you work with that makes you want to work with them? And his exact answer was, when they listen.
Yep.
When they listen. Because if you telling them all this good stuff and they go do their own thing, then it don't matter anyway.
Then they come back and go, hey, what about me? What about you?
Right. Exactly.
Nothing.
Absolutely.
You didn't do nothing.
So tell us the upcoming dates for the future Atlanta locations. It's all going to be at the same location, Rare Sound, but tell us about the upcoming dates.
Well, it's going to be every third Saturday of every month. And it's gonna we change the time. You know, we're tweaking this as we go.
Of course.
Accommodate.
Of course.
The July 23rd.
Yes.
Every month is gonna be that third Saturday. Whatever the third Saturday is of every month, that's when we'll be there.
Yeah.
But the next one is July 23rd, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Holla at me. We have broken the slots down to $100.
Okay, that was gonna be my next question. So it's $100 for the artist. That covers their door entry and performance and a flyer.
And a flyer, promotions, things that we're doing with the tour. Now, this isn't just your usual tour or usual showcase that you're having that they take your money, you perform, and goodbye. All this information, which is why you need to fill out the form, all this information is being moved around to DJs and moguls and the people behind the scenes that are asking me, Squirt, who was on the tour that we need to see?
Right, absolutely.
How did so-and-so do, Squirt? I was looking at this guy. He said he was on there. How was he?
Yes.
How was his personality? Did he listen?
Yes.
Did he fill out the form? What y'all think about his performance? Tell me about him. We looking to sign him.
Yes, absolutely. All that stuff is important because you want to know a little bit about the artist before they come touch that stage, you know, and that's no different than when I interview artists. I like to know a little bit about them, you know, like, especially if I don't know them, I'll send them a little questionnaire. Like, is this your first interview? Where are you from? Like, I need to know the basics before you sit down next to me. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to treat this interview. If you're a seasoned artist who's done a million interviews, I can interview you a little differently. Same thing, you know, if this is their first time touching the stage, you want to make them feel as comfortable as possible.
We want to tap them in, any insight, any support we can provide them, but it still has to be about you.
Yeah, absolutely.
About the artist. The artist has to have some type of knowledge or some type of go in them.
Yes.
To go. You know, you need some go to go. You know?
So how many more dates do you have on your schedule at this point?
It's going to be every third Saturday forever.
Okay, so it's just going to continue on. That's so dope. So it's going to become big. It's going to become real big.
It's going to be regular. You want to get into the game, come on here, come network, come learn something. And you have when you sign up, you now have the opportunity to reach out to anyone on the team. Tampa, myself, Nerve DJs. If you don't know who Nerve DJs is, y'all need to Google Nerve DJs. It is one of the largest DJ coalitions worldwide.
Facts.
That's 3,000 to 5,000 DJs all over the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's every artist needs to tap in with the DJs because whether they're a club DJ, radio DJ, mixtape DJ, whatever form of DJ they are, they have the ability to get your music heard. And that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want your music spinning in the clubs. You want your music spinning on radio. You want it on those Spotify playlists, you know, like that's how you open yourself up to a broader audience.
This is my broke indie artist tip. You don't have no money and you want radio stations to play your music. You got to do your homework.
Yeah.
Google indie radio stations.
Yes.
You're going to find thousands of them.
That's where you got to start.
Take the first 100. Find out how to send them your music.
Yes.
Get yourself a little mailing list and blind copy. Stop adding everybody to the two.
Nah, for real.
My God.
Yeah, that's so annoying.
Send it to yourself, from yourself.
That's what the
yourself.
BCC is, y'all. If y'all don't know, it's blind carbon copy is what that stands for.
Yes. From yourself to yourself. Blind copy all of the email addresses that need your song.
Yes.
Hi, my name is DJ Squirt. This song is called This. I'm adding the MP3. Please add to your rotation. It's going to benefit you to have that song added to thousands of stations worth of fighting your whole life to get on one FM.
Yes.
Because if those thousands of stations start playing your song, FM has to play your like, who is that?
Yes. Absolutely. And honestly, a lot of artists are not aware of this A radio campaign is going to cost you it could cost you into the hundreds of thousands.
Depending.
Not no $100 for you to, first of all, FM radio is not going to pick up your record if you are not an artist that has a buzz behind you, because now they're taking a risk. If they put your song on their station, if they're a big V103 or Hot 1079 and they put your song in rotation and that song is not good, they're going to lose listeners.
And they can't afford that.
They can't afford that. You know what I'm saying? They depend on the amount of listeners because people pay them for radio advertisement. How many people are actually tuned in when those commercials come on? Well, if the song before the commercial was whack because it's an independent artist, you know, that doesn't have a good mix on their song, people tuned out. Now they're losing out on them advertising dollars.
And them sponsors won't sponsor no more because you're not the radio station didn't cooperate with the sponsors.
Facts. And don't think that when you get to a Drake level that you're not paying for radio.
Oh, he paying.
You're still your labels and stuff are still paying for that stuff. The money don't never stop coming out of your pocket. You're getting money in, but you're still putting money out. Big facts, man. We putting them on game tonight.
Y'all bet, man, look. We some bad, not just playing, gonna say that. Y'all better listen. You know what I'm saying?
So July 23rd is the next date.
Hey, yes.
You still got performance slots available?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So for anybody that's interested in signing up for that, how do they get involved?
They can log on to urbancityradiostation.com or they can call me directly, 440-444-6878, or they can hit me in the DM on Facebook, I am DJ Squirt, or Instagram, I am DJ Squirt.
Yeah.
And I'll send you the information.
Yes.
$100 is nothing for a jump at getting some knowledge.
And how long of a performance slot do they get?
5 minutes.
So artists, let's talk about that real quick, right? Because I do a lot of showcases. Back in the day, I was doing it twice a week when I first moved here. I was doing a lot. Now I do it about once a quarter. If the person who's hosting the event or the DJ says, send me a show mix 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, first of all, respect that and please make sure it's the time or less than what they ask. And two, don't say, well, can I just send you 2 songs? No, have a show set put together.
Follow the rules. Get
your engineer to put a show mix together. Be professional. You know what I'm saying? Even if your 2 songs equivalent to 5 minutes, I don't want both MP3s. I want one MP3 with both songs blended together as a show mix. Every artist should have a show mix on deck. If you don't know how to do it yourself, pay your engineer to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's the key word right there, pay. They don't want to pay. I have a review, so they don't even want to pay $5. Oh, my God. I'm a superstar. Me, too.
Yes. You know, it's crazy to me that so many, and I'm not here to throw shade because, honestly, the independent artists are who has put me in the position that I'm in to be able to do what I'm doing. That's so true. I love working with them, and I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love doing it. I love helping people. However, what really bothers me is a lot of these artists feel entitled. They get a little blue check next to their name, and they feel like that everybody's supposed to do everything free for them. And I'm like, but I got a bigger name than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real easy as an artist to get verified. We could talk about that too. Get yourself 12 big articles and you can get verified.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I just submitted for that.
You know, so
I just submitted for that.
It ain't no secret that it's a lot easier for an artist to get verified as it is a content creator or a DJ or something like that. But it's like, don't ever feel entitled. Obviously, you came to us because you felt like our services are beneficial. Right? You seen value in what we do.
Let me tell you a secret, Tampa, before you finish. Some people only feel good if they trick you out of it. And they don't even understand. We might have gave it to them.
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, so my thing is, if I don't reach out to you, which honestly, I really don't do that. And I mean this in the most humble way. But I got so many people come to me, I don't have to reach out to people. You know what I'm saying? There was a point in time where I was reaching out to people to book them for interviews, but now I get so many people coming to me. I'm like, I don't have to do that no more. If you come to me, don't ask me nothing for free. If I offer it, that's one thing, but please don't ask. Because that's insulting. Now obviously, then you must not feel that my services are worth paying for. Period.
I had an artist that said, I don't pay for showcases and stuff no more.
Then you must be packing the venue out.
Is royalties paying you? Like, what's going on?
If you are an artist, hear ye,
my God.
And you cannot bring
20 people at least.
Not even, I would say more than that. If you cannot pack that venue out, like you ain't bringing 50, 100, 200 people, then why would you feel like that either you shouldn't have to pay, or why would you feel like you should be getting paid? If I pay you $1,000 to come perform at my event, not only do I got to make that $1,000 back by the people that you were able to bring through that front door, but I still need to make more on top of that to recoup the money I paid you and still have money to put in my pocket to go home with. Because them events are very expensive. The DJ has to be paid. The security has to be paid. The person working at the front door has to be paid. The host has to be paid. The venue, sometimes you got to pay the venue to utilize
I pay
it.
the venue.
So
For all of those calling me talking about how did you get to Red K Camp? Can you get me in there? No, I paid for it.
Yes, like it's very expensive to put these events together. So, stop asking for free stuff, y'all. Like, because that's going to get you blackballed in this business quick, because people be talking. Trust me, you know what I'm saying?
I like that block button. I like that.
We sending them to the block party.
Block party. Oh, I like that.
We sending them to the block party, y'all.
But really though, the Splash Store is a really dope thing. K Camp has walked up in there a few times and checked it out.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. You never know.
You never know
who's watching, who's paying attention. That could potentially put you in a better position. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about DJ Squirt. She's connected in this business. She knows the right people that need to either be there. If they can't be there, she can go to them and be like, man, I had this artist Savion perform and he was super dope. You should really be checking this guy out.
Let me tell you what I liked about Savion. You won't hear Savion.
Are you still with us?
Savion was early.
Yes, he was there before me.
He was so early, he was carrying my stuff in. He was early.
I thought he worked there, to be honest.
I did too. I didn't know he was. I was like, you don't look like your picture.
No, I thought he worked at the studio because he was sitting there all professionally.
So cool.
I even asked him, "Where's the bathroom at?" Because I thought he worked there.
Over there. He was so cool, personable.
Yes.
He was networking with everyone in the building.
Yes.
Telling them who he was. Hey, how y'all doing? I think he helped him carry some stuff in from the car. Got the door. He was there.
Yeah, he was very professional, very polished.
Worked the room.
Yes.
Very personable.
Yes.
That's a number one.
All that matters. There was a producer that was there too. He wasn't even there to perform, and he went and stopped at every person in that room, exchanged contact information, followed them on Instagram. But let me talk to you a little bit about that. So you go to an event, right? And you work that room and you exchange contact information. You follow all those people. That's great. You did that. But it goes further than that. Now you got to follow up and follow through. You did the first step by getting their contact information, but what are you going to do with it? You got to, if that's somebody that you're interested in working with, now you got to actually call them or text them or message them on Instagram and follow up and follow through.
I will say this. From the first tour, second tour, and third tour, I've noticed online a lot of the artists interacting with each other. I've seen a couple of collaborations on songs together.
That's great.
King Press Kid, hey boo. King Press Kid came to Atlanta. He's networked with Blackwood. Fat Youngster did a song with Blackwood. Let me try to think. It's a few more, but a lot of people are tapping in, and you never know those two independent artists that come together that didn't even know each other make that hit that y'all both looking for.
Yes, absolutely correct. Yeah, because if you collab with an artist that's outside of your city, if you're in Atlanta and you collab with a Houston artist, now you're going to potentially gain their fan base in their city and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, independent artists, another gem for you guys. If somebody wants to do a record with you, it has to make sense.
Yes.
If they want to get on a song with you or they want you to get on their song, you need to ask them, well, what do you plan on doing with this song? Are we going to shoot a video? Are we going to put it on some Spotify playlists? What are we doing? Because if they just want to record it and throw it up on through their DistroKid and call it a day, then that's not who you need to be working with. They got to have a marketing budget behind that song to do a video, to make sure it's properly mixed and mastered, put some promo, get it out there on the blogs. You got to do all that stuff.
You have to do a lot of work.
If they ain't want to do all that, then don't do a song with that artist, because all you're going to do is get upset in the end.
Because what if somebody came for you and that person wasn't ready?
Right.
You gonna do it all by yourself? Nope.
Exactly. Absolutely. You know,
what's your time?
Absolutely. And another gem, I'm gonna give you artists too. If you do a collaborative song with an artist that's not in your city, or if they're in your city but they're not the type of artist that likes to come out and perform, then you need to make a version of that song with just you on it for performance purposes. Exactly. If you got a banger and it's got a feature on there that cannot come to the shows or don't want to come to the shows, that's cool. You can put that version out on the platforms.
Exactly.
But have another version with your verses only to perform. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, it's gonna be hard to put the record out there if you got a feature that never wants to go anywhere and do anything.
You gotta learn this business. When you learn the business, like baseball, when the ball comes at you, you know which base to go to, which way to move. Yes. You don't know which way to move, you're gonna miss out.
Yes. Absolutely. That is absolutely correct. So with that being said, July 23rd.
Hey, 4 p.m.
4 p.m. Artists got to be there on time. That's the other thing too. Stop being late. Be professional.
Don't be too early. I don't be on time. I'm just playing.
But especially if you know anything about the Atlanta area, the traffic is a beast out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Leave early so where you can be there on time, you know, or at least within 15, 20 minutes of the time you're supposed to be there, you know. Right. Unless you got a specific time you're performing, make sure you're there on time. If you come in the interview with Tampa and I tell you to get here 10 minutes early, you better be here 10 minutes early. Don't show up 30 minutes late. Yeah. We canceling. We ain't doing all that. Besides you doing the Splash Tour, what other things do you have? Because you got your radio station, you got your review show. Tell us about some of the other stuff that DJ Squirt offers for independent artists.
Okay, so for independent artists, also the networking with the Nerve DJs. We're having now, I just tapped in with DJ Shawnee Sean from the Nerve DJs. He's the manager of the physical studio there in Cleveland, Ohio. Yes. We will be having every first Monday, we're going to be live featuring independent artists, and I have a live mix that I'm using for those that have submitted to the review show and those that have submitted to the radio station will be considered for a mix every Monday. So I got my first one done. I got like 35 review artists already on there, and I'll be tapping in and let them know.
Absolutely.
It's another way to get exposure out there.
Yes, you do your interviews too.
And also have virtual video interviews in which I perform for a very great price, because $100, you can't get a virtual video interview like that nowhere produced.
Because it's a fully produced show.
It's fully produced.
Yes. And that's very time consuming, you guys.
And I will be teaching these children how to do that in the studio, so that's amazing.
Absolutely. Yes. So you got a lot of stuff that these artists can get involved with, almost like a one-stop shop. And if there's something that they need that you don't do, you've got the resources to tap them in with the right people.
I do. I call Tampa.
Yeah.
I love Bigger. Hey, Bigger.
Right. Johnny O.
Johnny O, my big brother. Hell yeah.
You know, there's just, you know, a lot of good people that we have in our circle. Thank God. Hallelujah. We appreciate it and we're grateful for those people. Anything else you got coming up that you could let everybody know about?
I mean, that's everything.
Yeah.
That's everything. And that's moving. And I just keep it moving. But I am one of those people that are support. You have questions and you're starting out and you're trying to be an artist, we don't mind providing that information and giving you that time to get that information. I'm also going to be starting a indie artist development label. I'm starting that to give them guidance to learn how to handle their business.
Yes. And that's so needed because there's so many artists, sadly, that don't take the time to learn this music business, and that's how they get taken advantage of. They end up signing into a contract that really was not beneficial or didn't meet their needs. They were just so excited to be a part of a situation that they signed into a bad deal, and then they become disgruntled and they start bashing the label. Well, if you would have read the contract or get yourself an entertainment attorney who can read it for you, which you should. You need legal representation before you sign that contract. You know, so that's going to be great that you're going to be able to teach them that stuff. They need to know that.
Classes with the label, because a lot of them are so excited just to perform.
Yeah.
And there's too much that needs to be done before you perform. Period.
Right. Absolutely.
If you're on that stage performing and everybody's happy and clapping, get off that stage and go learn what you need to do to back you up. Don't keep dancing on the stage like a monkey at a circus.
Nah,
okay,
for
they
real.
clapping, but now what?
Yes. You know, you gotta. It starts from the second you walk to that front door.
Yep.
When you walk to that front door again, as we said earlier, and I'm not gonna go cover it too much again. When you walk to that front door, and if you got your promo stuff and your banners, go put all that stuff up. But then you start working that room before the performances start. You know what I'm saying? Go network, go shake hands. Hey, I'm so-and-so. Nice to meet you. I'm going to be performing tonight. I hope you enjoy my performance. Humble yourself. Put that ego to the side. Too many people have egos and they don't want to do that.
No.
But at the end of the day, nobody wants to deal with an a-hole. I don't want to work with no a-hole.
I don't care how good you are.
Yeah, like, period.
He was really dope, but he got 12 baby mamas. Don't take care of none of them. Running around the streets. He drive a Bentley, but you can't hold a conversation with him because he's stupid. I'm just saying.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Don't balance.
We are at a point in our life where we don't have the tolerance for that.
No.
Period. We'll cut you off with the quickness. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even know who you are.
Most definitely. Tell them one more time where they can sign up for the Splash Tour coming up.
All right, you guys. The Splash Tour is just fire. It's about networking. Don't worry about how many people are there. I don't care if one person show up to my tour.
Yeah.
They just going to win the $500 because it's there.
Right.
Okay? So the Splash Tour is going to be every third Saturday of every month. The next one is July 23rd. We're going to be at Rare Sound Studios with my BF, T.Y. Sanders. That's the K Camps and DJ Genius facility. It is dope. What else did I want to say? Oh, I have my all independent artist radio station, urbancityradiostation.com, and it's all independent music. Make sure you check it out. Log on to my station. You can submit to the tour at urbancityradiostation.com. You can submit your music. You can submit for free.
Yeah.
If you dope, I'll play you and I'm gonna let you know. If you don't,
That's so
I don't
dope.
like you, I ain't playing you.
That's so dope. That's so dope that you offer that because it costs you money to run those radio station and stuff. It costs money and time, and time is valuable. You know what I'm saying? So artists, make sure you take advantage of those opportunities, and make sure when you approach DJ Squirt or myself, TampaMystic, be professional. Please keep it professional. We don't need all that extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't need all the extras. Before we get up out of here, tell everybody where they can follow you at on all your social platforms.
Make sure you follow me at I am DJ Squirt everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. What's the other ones?
Child, I don't know. There's so many of them out there.
So many of them. But I am DJ Squirt everywhere. Even my website is I am DJ Squirt. My radio station is urbancityradiostation.com. But you can follow me anywhere. I am DJ Squirt.
You got an OnlyFans?
That's what I need to make some money at. I got my girls out today. I could have really got on there. How much money could I get, Major, baby? I see you on here, Major. How much money can I get for
I'm just messing with you. I love because I can mess with DJ Squirt. This is my girl right here. Anybody you want to show some love and shout out to?
Oh, my God, yes. Number one shout out. I want to shout out to the Nerve DJs, baby. Shout out to my big bro, DJ Johnny O. Shout out to my dad for always supporting me. Number one, being there, not just, in person, but in communication and guidance in your spirit. You know what I mean? I want to shout out to my boo thing. He know who he is. Shout out, baby. Hey, baby. And I want to shout out to everybody that's ever supported me, that ever listened to me, that ever cared, that ever, put in any penny in my radio station, any support. Thank you. Interviews, everything.
Absolutely. July 23rd.
But hold on.
Rare Sound.
Hold on. I want to shout out to my girl, TampaMystic.
It's my boo right here.
Baby, you thought I wasn't going to say nothing to you, girl.
I don't shake them for too many people. I shake them for you.
Oh, my God. If y'all see that video on my page, y'all go look at Tampa.
We be having a good time. We be having a good time. Listen, I'm grateful for you. I'm not from here for either, and I don't have a lot of females that I vibe with. But you definitely one of them.
Oh, we rocking. We about to kill the game, baby.
Nah, for real. We got some stuff coming together, y'all. Y'all stay tuned for it. For people who are on your IG Live, I just want to do a quick shameless plug, if that's okay.
Oh, my God. Go ahead.
August 4th, I'm hosting OG Bigger Rankin's birthday bash. If you're an independent artist and you don't know who Bigger Rankin is, please get out the business or learn who he is immediately.
Goodbye.
Man, OG Bigger Rankin has put so many people on game. I'm hosting his birthday bash August 4th at Crazy Atlanta. We do have performance slots available. You guys can hit me up at TampaMystic on Instagram, and I'll send you all the information. So we only got a handful of slots left. They've been going quick, so make sure y'all hit me up.
Tell Big I want to perform.
Oh, you can perform. You got.
I want to do a striptease for his birthday.
MC Squirt will be in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
She come with her thong on, y'all.
I do got tattoos everywhere.
It's got little tassels on it.
You done made up some stuff. They're gonna be full thinking I'm coming in there like that.
I know that's right. Last but not least, we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. I got my boo thing with me, DJ Squirt, in the building.
Shout out to Industry's Most Wanted.
Yes. So you gotta let everybody know and their grandmama what makes DJ Squirt the Industry's Most Wanted.
I am a bad bitch. Okay?
Yes.
I'm trying to change the game. Like, I'm not even playing. I'm just creating a whole new lane in the game, and I'm bringing everybody with me, and everybody that's dope gonna fall into place.
I know that's right.
That's how I go.
And you heard it right here. First, your girl TampaMystic, Industry's Most Wanted. We up out of here, y'all.
Hey.